Hello everyone, Deborah again, and it's time for lesson 9 on flexion and extension. You had a lesson on the hip joint where it was a ball and socket joint, and there were lots of movements that you can do at the hip joint. This lesson is going to look at flexion and extension of the hip. So what does that mean? Well, flexion means to close. I'm pretending right now that my arm is my leg. It would be to close at the front of the joint. So if we were standing and you were lifting your leg up in front as if you were going to do a développé or a battement, that would be flexion of the hip. That is decreasing the angle, closing the joint. Extension is opening the joint or increasing the angle. So when you start to do a tendu to the back into arabesque, that is extension of the hip joint. Now, we can't do a full arabesque without other movements coming in like rotation, etc. But for our purposes right now, let's just see if we can find out what the true measure of flexion and extension is of our hip joint without allowing our pelvis to shift and move at all. It may be less than what you thought it was going to be. Okay, so start by lying down on your side. We'll start on the right side. You can prop your head up with your hand. My feet are on a very subtle angle forward, and I'm going to pick my top foot up and make it go straight down. So I'm in good alignment on this left side. And what I want you to do is to slowly bring, doesn't matter if the leg is in parallel or in turned out, slowly bring that leg to the front. And notice when the pelvis wants to start to shift, right? And bring it back to your starting position. Slowly take it to the back, and this is the one that doesn't have as much as what we think. Take it to the back and notice when you want to either start shifting with your pelvis, right? Or how else could you cheat? You could lean forward and try to take it back further, which is again a different way of shifting the pelvis. So just play with what that range is without using, well, you're using your core without moving the pelvis at all. Then I want you to do it on the other side, all right? So you're just gonna shift around. Slight little V, just to help you stabilize. Pick up the right foot now and just compare. Is it easier or harder? Do you have more range on one side than you do to the other? I find most people notice that they have a favorite arabesque leg, right? That they can go farther with, or more, feels more natural, easier, better. And we're not going to really talk about the muscular influences to your flexion and extension. Just find out right now how it feels on the two sides, and go to your worksheet and mark down which image is flexion and which image is extension of the hip joint.